walk that I'm blessed. See the love of God on my flex, I'm so blessed. 20K just on my chain, say less. Pop tags every day to get dressed, so blessed. Been through the storm and the rain, still blessed. Had a couple heartaches and pain, still blessed. Handle the pressure from fame, still blessed. Since God called my name, so blessed.
Yes, sir, I'm blessed, don't play boy, cause I got it mad. Tailor made just for this fit, I'm gon' cut the slack. I'm the man, good hearted shorty with me acting bad. Shout out to mans that done tightened up since they became a dad. Shout out to me.
Welcome back to another episode of the Cobain Report. I am Rock Cobain. This is
T-Man.
And that is
Caesar.
And you know the vibes. Today we have a very, very special guest. My uncle is in the building. That's right. My uncle. I ain't giving no hints away. T-Mill, get that dog. That's the intro.
Today, we have a gospel great that has been serving in the music ministry for 44 years. He is here to share with us his journey. We have the one and the only, LaQuint Weaver II.
All right.
Doctor
Yeah,
Dr.
man.
LaQuint,
E.
for sure.
LaQuint Weaver. What's up, Unc?
What's happening?
Welcome
You
to
tell
the
me.
Cobain Report, man.
What an
Welcome.
honor it is to be here with you guys on the Cobain Report.
Man,
appreciate
so
you.
I'm going to say before we get anything started, the Cobain Report sits on the shoulders of greats like Dr. E. LaQuint Weaver. This is my uncle. I just call him uncle all the time.
That's it.
But Uncle LaQuint, his radio broadcast, his multimedia ministry outside of what you guys already know him as. You know, he's been doing that how many years now, Unc?
Well, the group's celebrating 44 years, but it was a history before that.
How
So
long on the radio and media?
Media now, it's got to be 8 or 9 years.
Yep.
Yeah, we praise radio.
Yep, I remember when you first started doing the radio thing. I'm like, Unc. And then you were one of the ones during COVID that kept us all kind of going, you know, with
had to.
popping up. And so these shows stand on the greats of shoulders like these people. You know, I am a person who, I don't care if you have 2 million followers. I don't care if you have 30,000 followers. If you are a person that I feel like is a person who these kind of things have been built on, you coming on my podcast because I want to tell you to your face that this sits on your shoulders, man.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? The music side, just the interviewing, just watching you over the years. So
Thank you.
we had to bring you on and give you your flowers outside of the music ministry, which we're going to get into.
All right.
Tell me how you got started. Talk to me. Take us on your journey.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, I'm a native of Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
So as far as music, it was always in my house. My mother sung with one of the, they were quote unquote called one of the best female groups in the 50s. They were called Dorothy Love Coates and the Gospel Harmonettes. They made things like Lord, You've Been Good to Me. I'm Just Holding On. A lot of stuff that you hear from the Mississippi Mass Choir was things that my mom and my Aunt Dorothy, they sung together. And as a matter of fact, Lisa Page Brooks' grandmother, and which is Tasha Page's great-grandmother, my mom and her, they sung together in the same group at the same time, the Harmonettes. And so it started there.
They had some bad singers, man.
Had some
Ooh,
bad
Jesus
singers,
Christ.
man. At that time, you know, we requested now everybody got to have a microphone. These ladies only had one for the background and one in the lead.
Yeah.
And, you know, and you had to stand flat-footed and just
could
do
sing
your
back
best, you
then.
know. So that's the way it was. So, and it started, you know, it was at the home. You know, I mean, my brother, my sister, and in Birmingham, I'm listening to them, and then you know, my parents decided to go their separate ways, and so my mom decided to migrate here in Detroit, where my sister and grandmother and aunt and her brother was. So I ain't had no other choice. So I had to come on with the package. You know?
You
So,
miss being a country boy, though, huh?
Yeah, but I did. I mean, I got a chance to go back to see my old man. But you know, here is where it really clicked one night. My sister was singing with her godmother, which is Jay Moss's mom. Essie, she was Essie Coleman then. Ain't Essie was. She hadn't married Uncle Bill yet. And they had a group called the Melatones. And I never will forget that the first church I went to in Detroit was on 12th and Putnam. And my sister said, "You want to go with me tonight?" I was just a fan of my sister. So anyway, I want to go. I didn't know what I was going to see, but I'm just going. And man, those ladies, my sister and my 4 aunties hit that microphone. It was on
used
the
to church back then.
That was it. I said, okay, this is what I want to do. You know, and it began there. And you know, my mama busted me. I'm sitting listening to. But this might be ahead of y'all time. But Donnie Simpson was a radio announcer on
Oh,
WJLB.
yeah, I'm familiar.
And he used to play this song by the Supremes. It's itching in my heart. It was his theme song. He was called himself the Love Bug. So he played down in Rosslyn, the Love Bug. And my mama always told me, say, I don't want you at this table eating. You know, we had rules back then. You don't eat at the table. You don't whistle at the table. You don't sit at the table with no
Don't
hat
chew
on.
no gum.
Had all that, you know. And so I'm in the. I ain't know she heard me, you know. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm sitting at the table, and the radio was on, and the song came on. It come on every day, so I'm just singing it. The love bug done bit me, and I'm just singing. And so all of a sudden, I could, you know, I didn't know she was there, but then she was there, and she
felt it. You just knew it.
And when she caught me, she said, "Hey, Quint," and I startled.
I know, I'm in trouble now.
Here come. I didn't know if it was coming from the right or the left because she was left-handed. So I said, "Oh God, I know better." She said, "When you finish with this, you meet me downstairs." And we went downstairs, and she taught me how great thou art. So that was my first solo I ever sang.
How great thou art. That's crazy.
That's a fire intro, though.
It is.
He thought it was over for him. Like, ooh, I'm about to get a whooping.
She saw that. She saw that talent in you,
It's
though.
time to polish it up.
She could hear it, and I didn't get it, man. I really didn't. I'm just doing it, you know, because I liked the song, and we went downstairs, and it started, you know.
Vocal training from there.
Vocal training from there, and then she told my sister I could sing, and my sister didn't believe it, so she called her on the phone and had to hold the phone down. She said, "Come in and sing." Then she called my brother in college. Listen to him. They said, "That's not him." They said, "Yes, it is him." She said, "What you think, I'm lying?"
Did you have that deep voice back then like that?
No. Grill King voice, bald head, big head, skinny, big ears boy. I didn't have that at all, you know, and what have you. But, you know, nephew, I didn't know what I had as far as singing was concerned. All I know is they say I could sing, and that was it. Yeah. And then they taught me one song. Man, I got a whooping. I never will forget that. We was at Mid-South Baptist Church, and my mama said that we was gonna sing this song called. She taught me, "It May Not Be on the Mountaintop." And every time I get to this part, it's the part where you say, "Hey, send me where you want me to go." I told my mom, "I don't want to sing that song." She said, "You'll sing this song." I said, "No, I'm not." She said, "It," and I tested her, and I don't know. Why
you do that? You don't test no strong black
mama. She got
mama.
up on there on that floor, and she played that intro. I ain't come in.
Ooh, Jesus.
And she played it again. I ain't come in. She played it again.
Well, you had 9 lives that day.
Come in.
Ooh.
She said, "Master Ernest Weaver will be back in a few seconds."
Ooh.
And she got up from the piano, snatched me from that microphone, down that side. I mean, as we were going down the
old school
stairs,
church.
you could see my head just going.
That happened to me
going
before.
on down these steps. And when she came back again, they called me back again to sing. She hit the dunk, and I'm
I know you did. I know you did.
Yeah.
No, that's me. That reminds me of.
Whooped it out of you.
That reminds me.
Yeah, she did.
When I was at Landmark and playing drums, dog.
You got it too.
My mama, dog, Brother Tim used to be getting on my nerves. My mama came out that choir one day and pulled me off them drums. Dog, she didn't care about no beat or nothing. We went in that back office, came back out. I was sitting there the whole day just playing them drums from that point on. I ain't had nothing else to say.
You don't even look at nobody. You just be like.
Back then, I used to wear my glasses on my head. And if you know anything about Landmark, right, you had robes and crowns. You couldn't wear nothing outside, no makeup, nothing.
Yes.
So I was going to hell because I had my sunglasses on my forehead. So that's what it was. And the organist kept telling me, "Take that junk off your head." And I was like,
Elaine.
no, Tim.
Tim
I used to be
was
like,
playing there.
all the time.
Oh, man.